This is a demo of the Family Cookbook Project Picture Arranger tool available for recipes. The way you get to it is you first go to the recipe that you'd like to add photos and arrange. So we're going to view our recipes, select our bacon candy, and then we're going to click on Edit this recipe. Now we don't have any photos here yet, so let's go ahead and add a couple. Add a picture of the bacon candy itself. Yum, yum. And a picture of a recipe card to go with it. Save our recipe, which then uploads the pictures, and now we've got the two pictures on the system by default. Now, as you know, by default, photos come stacked down the page, one on top of the other in the order that you choose to sort them. So let's take a look at our recipe before we do anything. And there we have our recipe title, a picture of the bacon candy, and a picture of the recipe card, and then the actual recipe itself. You may want to put the two next to each other. You may want to put them in a different order. So let's do that. First thing we need to do is scroll down below the pictures, and you'll see a link to the Custom Photo Arranger tool. Click on that. And that takes us to basically a blank page with our photos, just like you saw them in the preview. But now we can move them around. So we may want the bacon candy off to the upper left. We may want the recipe card to the right of it. And we can actually resize it, stretch it. But that's kind of hard to read. So what you can also do is click the little box, which will force it to be in its original aspect ratio when you resize it. To make this look a little more balanced, we may put it here. Make the bacon candy picture a little bit smaller. And then when we like what we see, we can save our settings. And then let's preview our recipe. And there we have our two pictures are now side by side in the photo position we chose, which was below the title. Now we can get a little more advanced too. You can also manage your photos right here from the screen. So let's add one more picture. Save our new photos. So now we have three pictures to work with in our Photo Arranger tool. Let's just say that we'd like this to be, say right about here. As you can see, you can get quite creative with it. One of the tips we'll make for you, though, is to make sure that your photos are lined up against the top edge. Otherwise, they will start further down from your recipe text if you had that on your recipe. You don't want too much space, so try to line them up along the top. You can also do whatever you like as far as that's concerned and rearrange it this way. Get very fancy with it. Go ahead and save your positions. View our recipe, and then we have our recipe pictures just like we like them. Now you can also use your formatting tools in the photos. You'll notice there's a little edit photo button over here. This will take you to the photo details, so we can add a special border. So we might want a little 5-point line on this one. Go back to the Arranger tool, take a look at the recipe card, maybe put some photo corners on that one. Go back to the Arranger tool, and then edit the one of the mom and the kids, and maybe add a drop shadow on that one. We can also preview our recipe right from here to see if we like it. And there we are. That looks great. And if we get messed up and we're saying this is just getting too messy, I like to get this reset the way it was originally. You can also simply just click this reset button here, save again, and then your photos are back into their stacked look like they were originally. And there they are down the page. So that is the Family Cookbook Photo Arranger tool.